Let's start with the reading, Pisces. This reading is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. Keep in mind that the energies go both ways. This is a general reading, so feel free, especially for cross-watchers, to interpret the direction of the messages as it best resonate with your own personal situation. Also, I am still selecting people for free personal readings. Keep watching to know how to get selected. Now, let's see what messages we have for you. Okay. Wow. Ace of Wands, Two of Wands, Three of Wands. There is definitely development here. And the energy at the bottom of the deck is the Nine of Cups. So clearly right here, wow, there are really very important messages here, and they're all connected to each other. 1, 2, and 3 of Wands, 8 of Cups, and 9 of Cups. You have something right here which is about to change, is about to transform. And what we were saying here is that at the bottom of the deck is the main energy for these messages. It's something coming true for you, something that you have been waiting for, that you have been wishing for, but it hasn't happened yet, and it's soon going to. It's very important to see how right here you are about to give it up. And maybe you are deciding to walk away from it. There is something that you're deciding to let go. And in the specific moment where you're going to do this, your actual wish is about to come true. You know, this is not just about energies that play around you whenever you think or overall change something within you, but it's mostly you feeling in a different way, giving up on something, therefore saying something that you would have not said, or doing something that you would have not done, therefore getting to the outcome that you wanted to get to. This is very important. Overall, we see that something is about to happen for you, something that you wanted to see, and it's going to happen right in the moment where you decide to give it up. In the middle of the reading, something very interesting is the combination of the moon with the Knight of Cups. Clearly here, there is someone who is watching you, who is thinking about you, and who wants to connect with you emotionally. For some reason, and we will have to look into it, this person is hiding this energy behind the moon. There is something right here that they're not ready to tell you. They're not ready to let out. But overall, you see what this is about. This is someone very romantic, someone who's based on emotions. Their words, their actions, they all come from a very loving place when it comes to you. And someone who can be very charming, very romantic, very seductive. This person is seeking a connection. And guess what? They're seeking a connection with you. But again, at this moment in time, they are keeping it to themselves. Maybe you already know them. Maybe you're even talking to them, but you don't know how they truly feel. You don't know at least at what extent they actually are attracted to you. And trust me, we see right here that this is someone who thinks about you often, who's maybe developing some sort of obsession towards you, although you have no idea. Now, what we see in your past position is a very interesting link in between these two messages, in between these two energies. Because on your end, I see that recently perhaps you have realized that you're ready to fall in love. You're ready to have that special person by your side who you can do the little things with. Someone you can fall asleep right next to, wake up right next to, just cuddle up on the couch, watching movies, going for a round trip somewhere, just having there someone who's special to you and who you are special for. This is just a need that sometimes we have and we feel. Whenever this is definitely cycles, and at the end of this cycle, maybe beginning of this cycle, you just feel ready to love again. Your heart is awakening, and maybe you're feeling the anticipation of what's coming next, because regardless of this moon energy right here delaying this overall situation, we see coming towards you quite the opposite. But right now, we just see where you're coming from. And right here, there is something missing. Maybe you have stability, you have abundance, you have most of the things that you need. And now you're starting to focus instead on the things that you want. And you're looking for signs, you're looking for this person, you know that they are around you because energetically you are connected to them already, but you cannot see them. And we know why. We know why. We see that moon right there, and that's the main issue. Now, in your focus position, the King of Wands, and clearly here, you know what you want. And trust me, the reason why we see that a wish is about to come true for you starts from this. A lot of people, they just feel like they want something, that something is missing, but they don't know what that is. Therefore, they never get to the happiness and the balance, the harmony that they're looking for. Because again, at the very beginning of this process, they just don't know what they truly want. For you, instead, Pisces, it's completely different. You clearly know what you're looking for right now. And overall, with this King of Wands, you are all set to achieve something major, to have success into a situation that right now maybe feels like it's moving slow. You might be feeling at this point in time that you're never going to find what you're looking for, or at least it's never going to come from the person that you really want. So right here, clearly you're wrong about this, because what comes towards you is going to make you understand that your life is actually about to change, and that this thing that you want so badly, it's about to come true. Now, we see a lot of wands here, right? And these wands are starting to talk about a new beginning, which is going to soon transform into actions coming towards you and changing the landscape completely. First of all, in your strength position, the Ace of Wands. And when you see this card, it's still very important to not lose the motivation, the inspiration. Because at times, let's face it, we want something, we wait for something, and maybe we try and we get rejected. We see a lot of friction, a lot of struggle, and eventually we maybe tell ourselves, you know what, maybe this is not meant to be. Maybe I'm not meant to find love anymore. Maybe this is how it's going to be for the rest of my life. And we lose that spark because we think that something is unreachable. But keep in mind that with the Ace of Wands, your strength will be in your willpower, will be also in you taking risks. Because when this person is about to show up, it might feel like a risk. It might feel like maybe it's just an illusion. Maybe, especially with the moon right there, it's something that it's too good to be true. And with the Ace of Wands, you'll have the tools necessary in order to feel that motivation and that spark within, which will help you actually not missing out on this opportunity. Supporting the reading, in fact, we have the Two of Wands. We have someone who is making plans, who is thinking about you and planning how to come forward. Now, it's very important to see how this person is definitely charming and confident, but deep down, they're not very much confident. In fact, they feel it's very hard for them to come forward and make the first move. Although they're planning to do so, it's something that they don't do easily. They don't do for anyone, but they feel they want to do it for you. With the Two of Wands, this person is planning something that will take them out of their comfort zone. They're just really gathering strength, preparing for action. That's what you see always with this card. There is some decision making, but overall, what we see here that might be very important to you as well is someone who's thinking about their long-term goals. So obviously something is coming up, and maybe right in the moment where you're almost about to give up and say, you know what, if this hasn't happened yet, it's probably not going to happen. I do not want to keep my expectations so high and then keep being disappointed because something is not happening, someone is not reaching out. Overall, you're thinking maybe I should just recalibrate my expectations so that I'm not always so disappointed by the events or the non-events. So we see that right here, right in that moment, this Three of Wands shows up. So let's talk about what this Three of Wands is. This card represents energy manifested. It's almost like everything that was supposed to happen already and that was blocked by the moon got bottled up into a container, and right now there is no more room, and all of a sudden this container is about to explode and everything is going to come out. With the Three of Wands, in fact, you have someone who's about to act impulsively, and not because they were planning to, but because they do not want to wait anymore. There is something, maybe, I see it, why. There is something that you're about to do or say here, which will create some sort of urge in this person's environment energy. They will see that maybe you're not available anymore. Let's say that either you block them or that you take yourself out of dating apps. You do something right here which is on the lines of, I'm giving up on this. They will see it, because keep in mind that this person it's hiding behind the moon, but they are watching you. They see it, and all of a sudden they're like, you know what? I gotta go. I gotta be bold and go for this, because you know what? Maybe it's already too late. And so let me go for this. And then if I crash, I'll crash. At least I can say that I've tried. So definitely feels like an explosion coming towards you. Something that you're clearly not expecting anymore. But then all of a sudden, it's going to make you realize that the thing that you were waiting for and hoping for, it's actually right there, right before your eyes. So let's see what this is going to be. Let's see what you should expect in the near future from this person. Definitely a lot of action. All these wands really talk about major action that this person is going to take, and this feels like the right time to do so. This is definitely very interesting. So let's keep looking. Let's see what you should expect in the near future from this person, and how these energies and these events might shape the outcome and the evolution of this very connection. Let's see what's coming up and how it's going to transform your world, Pisces. If you want to dive deeper into the messages, just follow me in the extended video link below in the description box. Also, Pisces, don't forget that every week I randomly select viewers that have watched the extended video to offer them a 100% free 30-minute personal reading. I send out emails to confirm every Monday morning. Make sure to check out your spam folder as well. For now, stay tuned for the extended preview coming right up after this. Welcome back to your extended reading, Pisces. We see right here that overall you started this chapter not really happy. You knew what you wanted. You knew what maybe you were even destined to, since this feels like an anticipation of what's coming next. But at the same time, you didn't see it around you, which might have made you very frustrated. You know, right here we see that at some point you might have thought that you cannot have it all, right? I cannot have the abundance, everything that I need, plus everything that I want. There's always something, at least up to this point in my life, something that I had to give up, something that I had to sacrifice. Therefore, right here, it was almost natural for you to walk away from this, because you thought, here we go again, something that I want, and it's just not going to come to me. But we see with the Ten of Pentacles that instead, that very idea and concept that you might have, it's going to change completely. Ten of Pentacles tells you, Pisces, you can have it all, and you're going to have it all. So right here we see that right when you're walking away, this specific energy manifests to you, and oh my God, it looks absolutely beautiful, amazing. It's going to make you so happy. It's going to make you overall so excited. and it's going to really show you how the situation is going to transform and evolve from this moment forward. I do believe towards that 10 of Pentacles, towards the Sun energy. But let's start from what is going to happen soon in your near future. What should you expect from this person that you haven't seen up to this point? Wow. This is absolutely major, and for one specific reason.